What up, though? So we here fucking Detroit, and I thought this was the D. I thought this is where the niggas trick, where they got money, where they be spending something. No. The D stands for dead broke. The D stands for they ain't direct depositing shit into their bank account. The D stands for don't call these niggas. Don't come to Detroit. They ain't spending shit. They are not tricking out here. Don't waste your time. The D stands for don't do it. Don't do it. And you see how motherfucking fire that look? Don't do it.
Welcome back to Girl Talk TV. Today we're talking about a young lady that recently took a trip to Detroit with her friend, and she said there's no ballers there.
So y'all, as I'm scrolling TikTok, I see this girl make a post like, we came to Detroit for the weekend and these niggas basically ain't doing what y'all say they be doing, and Detroit should stand for dead broke. So I instantly go to the comments, and Detroit do not play about Detroit. Like, never played, never going against a city with nobody. But I'm like, who gonna tell her? Like, who gonna be the first to tell her? And I didn't see it, but I do want to say, you not ugly. You not. I don't believe in calling people ugly. That's not ugly. You're not ugly. But you not trickable code, if that makes sense, ma'am. Like, you not trickable code. Like, you give Royal Oak area, a little Ferndale, down Detroit, it never gave that. I instantly went and looked at her outfit, like down her page, after reading the comments. And one thing about Detroit men, they're generous. They're never desperate. Like, we home of some of the coldest shit. So they not going out with intentions on looking for somebody, because 9 times out of 10 they already got 10 people that's waiting on them to go out for them to spend money on. So when you come out here, I want y'all to do y'all research. When y'all come out here and y'all looking for these men, the people out of town are coming saying that Detroit have, be at your top of the tiers. I mean, like, they're going to first start off with your hair. We hair capital. So if your bundles or your real hair is not hitting, that's going to be a major turnoff. Lashes, eyebrows, and then your features, like how you shape, whatever. And you don't even have to be shaped like Cole, like, because it be some big shit, but the big shit be nice looking. They're going to look at your clothes and your shoes. And none of that hit, mama. None of that hit. So for future references, ladies, if y'all want somebody to come out here and spend the money that y'all see other people talking about, be looking nice. Start at the hair, please.
Coming to Detroit and assuming you gonna get presidential treatment because you light skin with curly hair is kind of crazy. You didn't do your research on the city. Detroit is an even playing field. There is no light skin hierarchy here. And all our bitches bad. They all look like something. High yellow, light skin, brown, black. Don't matter. Them bitches fire. So them niggas walking past you to get to another bad Detroit bitch is not far-fetched. And where was you partying at? The Well? The Pink? You probably weren't even at no clubs where no nigga with some money was at. And then she like, why do y'all... Like, she made another video. I didn't really watch it. But they on your ass like that because Detroit people do not like being called broke. That is fighting words. Them people really want to put their hands on you. That is the biggest insult. To call a Detroit nigga broke who got some money, girl, you better... I'm glad you left when you did, because they was gonna do something to you.
What up, though? So we here in Detroit, and I thought this was the D. I thought this is where they got money, where they be spending something. No. The D stands for dead broke. The D stands for they ain't direct depositing their bank account. The D stands for don't call these, don't come to Detroit. They ain't spending. They are not tricking out here. Don't waste your time. The D stands for don't do it. Don't do it. And you see how much fire that look? Don't do it.
So Apparently, these women are going viral, especially here in the city of Detroit, because they came here from wherever it is that they came here from, expecting for guys. I guess they was just gonna pop up and show up, and then guys were going to just automatically start spending a bunch of money on them and showing them a good time and buying bottles and paying for their drinks and maybe taking them out and buying them cars and the next morning, hey, listen, come on over here. We gonna go shopping and we gonna spend some money out here in these streets, and I'm gonna take you to buy Louis Vuitton and maybe even a Chanel bag. And we're not expecting anything from it or any of that type of stuff. We're going to come out here maybe on a Monday night or Tuesday night. If you're lucky, maybe a Saturday night, and you're going to find you a baller to spend a bunch of money on you. What type of delusion are we living in nowadays? Honestly, I'm genuinely curious what monsters have been created from the narratives on social media, because I've heard the narratives myself that, yo, the guys in Detroit, they spending money on chicks. And let's be clear, I think that guys spend money when they don't have anything to lose, as far as like they getting it fast, so they let it go fast. Obviously, the whole BMF movement, that played a role in it. And then you got the D-boys from the 80s and the 90s that was willing to spend the money because it's like, I live fast, I die fast, or whatever like that, right? And then you got another group of guys that may be taking care of women that they really, really care of, and they, what they care for, and they really generous. And so that's where it is. But if you talk to anybody in the streets, you talk to the dancers, you talk to the bartenders, you talk to the people that's out here, and that's not just, you're not just gonna walk outside and find a guy that's willing to spend a whole bunch of money on you just because you decided that you want to fly here and go out the same night. And that translates into you just finding a guy that want to trick on you. And I think that that's a horrible reputation, honestly, personally. I think that that's a bad reputation. You can't really control how people feel or the narrative that's being painted and all of that stuff. I think that the only thing that you can do is be authentically you. And even me, I'm pretty generous to the people that I love.
Yeah, I think it was silly for her to assume that she was going to be the eye candy in Detroit. Her aesthetic doesn't even give Detroit at all. It doesn't even give Atlanta or Miami. She looks like she could fit into maybe like Los Angeles, someone out in California, someone that could possibly fit in New York City, Soho. That's what she gives to me. Just remember that your attraction of who you are back home is not your attraction when you go to said Atlanta, Miami, Houston, Las Vegas.
Please stop being in my comments projecting your insecurities. Nobody was talking about looks. Not a single one. Not none of us in that video. We were talking about money. And if you don't think that men will spend on you because you're not cute, you're crazy. They will spend on anything with a hole in it. And it don't even got to be a woman.
So it makes me wonder, was she looking for a trick?
And it don't even got to be cute, matter of fact. So fix that and stop being men's saviors. I see way too many women in my comments sticking up for men. What the fuck is wrong with y'all? Fix it immediately. Anyways, I've been invited a couple of times, probably by your nigga to come back. Go on a boat, have a good time, shake my ass on a yacht, bitch.
In this case, she should have went to Miami. If you're looking for a trick and to bend over for some tricks, you should have went to Miami.
Go to a couple clubs, couple nice restaurants, a lounge or two. I don't know. Maybe I'll come back. And it's the same person that you saw me on a page going viral on, talking shit. Yeah, we friends now. Because that's how the internet works.
It sounds like to me that sis was looking for a trick down in Detroit versus going to Miami, where all the tricks are at, or somewhere in Atlanta, Georgia. One thing about Detroit has the beauty baddies, the baddies with the beautiful hair, okay? They have the nice bodies. beautiful faces. Yes, there is an aesthetic to Detroit. You can't deny that. So for her to sit up here and say that the guys were broke and they weren't trying to spin on them and show them some attention and love, yeah, because you didn't fit the aesthetic that they were looking for. Even if this was Atlanta, you wouldn't have never fit that aesthetic, or Miami. So don't never go into a city or a state thinking that you are the exception to the rule and that you can fit in anywhere. No, that's not true. And tell me what you think down below. Until then, bye.